I was preparing to sell my wedding ring, but after carefully examining it, the clerk firmly told me that my gold ring was fake. I couldn't believe my husband would give me a fake ring, so I asked the clerk to examine several other pieces of jewelry. As it turned out, all of the gold jewelry was fake. Not long before that, I had learned that my husband had been diagnosed with a terminal illness, but I had not given up on his treatment. I had even borrowed money everywhere to raise funds for his medical care. However, my husband's sister mistakenly believed that I was the one who was terminally ill. In order to keep me from becoming a burden on the family, through discussing it with the family, my husband secretly replaced my jewelry with fake ones. Unaware of all this, I rushed home to tell my husband about his condition. But not only did he refuse to believe me, he scolded me for maliciously cursing him. He even demanded an immediate divorce. What was even more disgusting was that, after seeing that I had lost all value to them, my husband's family demanded that I return the clothes and other items they had given me. Looking at the ugly faces of my husband and his family, I decided to completely let go of this relationship. But just after I left, my husband suddenly felt a sharp pain in his abdomen. They didn't take it seriously at all. When I wandered barefoot on the streets, my mother rushed over as soon as she learned that I had been mistreated. My mother decided to stand up for me. The next day, accompanied by my mother, I went to negotiate the divorce with my husband. However, the man's sister was extremely rude. She mocked me for wearing such cheap clothes and still daring to come to such a high-end place. She even sneered that I didn't have much time left to live. Facing her aggressive tone, I didn't get angry. That moment, the man also arrived. Everyone then immediately began ordering food. However, the man's sister ordered only heavily seasoned and greasy dishes. I mockingly reminded the man that his body couldn't handle such heavy flavors, but he remained unaware and still believed that I was the one who was sick and deliberately trying to scare him. Even more disgusting, his sister took out a bill and demanded that I repay all the money the man had spent on me over the years. I was speechless at how petty they were. I didn't want to waste any more words on such a disgusting family, so I agreed to all of their demands. However, just as I was about to leave, the man's illness suddenly flared up. But out of the bond we had shared for so many years, I had already called an ambulance for him in advance. Through that, my mother and I left the place.